Hi, my people. My name is Ochichi, and today we are going to learn about the key of G. And I want to start first by reminding you some things, and then I will continue. So I usually like to start by telling you that the structural arrangement of the keyboard is that we have black notes on the upper side and we have white notes on the lower side. Okay. The white notes are grouped into the black notes are grouped into twos and threes, as you can see on your screen. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Whereas the white notes, some people, I see people saying that the white notes are many, but they are not many. The white notes are only 7. Only 7. And I'm going to demonstrate here. So, as you can see, wherever we have the 2 black notes on the upper side, we have 3 white notes. And whenever we have 3 black notes on the upper side, we have 4 white notes. So 2, 3, 2, 4. 2, 3, 2, 4. 2, 3, 2, 4. So in short, music consists of only 12 chords because it's a sum of the 5 black notes and 7 white notes only. So this part, see this part? Okay. Let me hold them like that. And this this part keeps repeating itself across the keyboard. Okay? Yeah. Now, the white notes actually have letters, and we start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I want to give you the positions as quickly as possible, and I have a term that I usually say. In between the 2 black notes, we have D. Between the 3 black notes, we have G and A. So let's do something. D, G, A, D, D, G, A, D, D, and so forth. After the 2 black notes, we have E, F. E, F. After the 3 black notes, we have B, C. So we got E, F, B, C. E, F, B, C. E, F, B, B, C. So, and that is the end of the white notes. Now, the black notes are named after the white notes. So, we have to define some terms first before we actually do what? We actually name the white notes. Okay. Now, there is something we call interval. And interval simply means distance between 2 notes. Distance between 2 notes. Okay? Okay, so when we talk about distance, we have also 2 terms that we are going to talk about. We have what we call about half step or semitone, and we have whole step or tone. Okay, now I'm going to show you an example of semitone or a half step. So allow me to use half step, more, or semitone, whichever. From E to F, B to C is a good example of half step. E, F, B, C. So we are just moving to the next adjacent note. Okay? you can come to your right, to your left. When you come to your right, this is called a sharp. When you go to your left, it's called a flat. So this is D. So if I move a half step, which is this, by the way, DE is a whole step. Why? Let us see. So D, and then this will be called D sharp. Then from D sharp, we'll go to E. So we have here two semitones in reference to D. 1, 2. So whenever we have two half steps, that is called tone or whole step. Whenever we only have one half step, that is called semitone or half step. So this is C sharp, D sharp, and this is D. If you go to your left, that will be called a flat. So D, D flat, back to C. You can also say in musical advance that this is C flat, but because it is B, let's just use B for now. But later on, when we learn other, what do we call, when we learn now key by key, we will find that this can also be called a C flat. Okay, now let's give out the five what? Let me give you the 5 notes. So this is called C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's go to the key of G. Now that we are through with the introduction. The key of G, what we call as the interval. I want to start from afar before I introduce the major scale. So when I talked about the interval, I said it's the distance between two notes. So we have 12 main interval. We have minor second, major second, minor third, major third, perfect fourth. We have tritone or diminished, perfect fifth. We have minor 6, major 6, minor 7, major 7. So you are going to realize that when we talk about the second, third, sixth, and 7, we have minor, major, minor, major. But when we talk about perfect fourth, it is followed by a tritone. When talked about perfect fifth, we don't have things. We just have perfect fourth, perfect fifth. Okay? It's not followed by anything fancy except for perfect fourth, which is tritone. Now, I want to give you, in reference to the key, to the main key, which is G, I want to give you those intervals. So, G is going to be our home key, or what I usually like to refer as the root note. So, by that, this is G. So, from here, we're going to walk all the 12 octaves. So, half step, G sharp, this is minor second. Whole step, this is minor, it's a major second. So when you have a tone or whole step from the root note, that is a minor second. Then we are going to raise another half step and find a minor third. Minor third consists of 1, 2, 3 semitones of half step. Then we are going to major third, then perfect fourth, then we have tritone or diminished fifth, then we have perfect fifth, minor sixth, major sixth, minor 7, major 7, then we have octave. So you need to practice, because you really need to hear how each and every interval sounds in reference to the root note. So we are going to start here and do some ear training. Da, ra, da, la, huh? Da, la, da, 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 do, do, and you listen carefully. You also practice carefully, because this is going to help you. Some people are wondering, why do I keep repeating these things? Why do I do this? My friend, this is the music. The moment you are able to understand how these things are, how the G major is, what is contained there, what are the notes inside the major scale, outside the major scale, what is the interval. If you touch any note like this, you can tell this is in future. This is maybe the 5 of this without looking. You can hear the voice. Ta-dam. So you have to do some practice to the point that you can hear this is a 5 of G. I'll tell you when that is. That by then that's going to be important, especially when maybe somebody has changed a key, and maybe you are searching, and then you come across this note, and then when you hear it, you try to play its major scale, and sometimes you can hear and then when you play the chord, that chord is not a 1. That chord, either it's a 5 or 4. And then you ask yourself, then what is the 1? It's G. Okay. So that is it. I'm not going to repeat again about that. Now I want to talk about generic interval. And generic interval, by the way, these are the interval that makes up the major scale. We're going to remove minor second, minor third, tritone, this wait a minute. We are going to remove minor second, minor third, tritone, minor 6, minor 7. We are removing those. The 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And we are going to remain with the major. We are going to remain with the root note, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth. We have major 6, major 7, and octave. Those are the notes we are going to remain with, and that is actually the major scale. Okay. So you need to practice also the generic interval. Very well, very well. Okay, let's move forward. So I want to explain something about understanding a key. Every key has a home base, or what I told you about root note. And every other note in the key relates to that home, which I already have said. When your E begins to feel that root note or home key, you no longer just hear notes, but you are hearing music with direction. Let's dive into something we call number system. It's one of the things that is going to assist us to understand what a key is. Now, when we talk about number system, we talk about two terms. We talk about Roman numbers used for chord progression. We talk about numeric numbers used for melodies and maybe playing fingering. Fingering, you can give an example as I did the major scale of G, which I'm going to start here, G. And then this is A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. That is actually the fingering for the right side, for the left hand, and then the right hand will be this. So we are replacing saying thumb, index, middle finger, ring finger, small finger. And we replace them with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is it. And we have some melodies. So for example, we can do this song, God Will Make a Way. Nice. Melodies, okay? So when you talk about numbers, actually you have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to replace letters with the numbers instead of saying G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. We know that those are the letters, but for simplicity and the movement or playing chords, we are just replacing them with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And from 8, we also have some other numbers that are in the number system, which is 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So from 8 to 13, these are what we call chord extension. When we have a sharp what? Sharp 8, flat 9, sharp 9, 10, all flat 11, flat 10. Those are when you hear about sharp something, sharp 9, flat 9, that is what we call as chord alteration, which we'll deal with them later on. Okay. Now, if you can see it, hear it, and play it, you can master any key. And with that, every note is king. Thank you very much.